Welcome. Our topic coverage for this review questions is all about in the Book 1 of LTOM, 2nd edition, Section 34, the validity of Fidelity funds, and Section 35, adjudication and payment of claims against the Fidelity funds. Number 1. When is a Fidelity bond considered valid and effective for an accountable public officer? A. Upon payment of the bond premium. B. After submitting a copy of the authorized government depository bank validated deposit slip and authority to accept payment. C. Upon receipt of the confirmation letter. D. When the bond is transferred to the accountable public officer. Answer, letter A. The Fidelity bond becomes valid and effective at the time of payment and receipt of bond premium by the authorized government depository bank. Number 2. How long is a Fidelity bond valid and effective from the time of payment and receipt of bond premium for an accountable public officer? A. 6 months. B. 1 year. C. 2 years. D. Indefinitely. Answer, letter B. An approved Fidelity bond is valid and effective for 1 year from the time of payment and receipt of the bond premium. Number 3. What happens if the Fidelity bond is not renewed before the expiration of the present bond coverage? A. It gets automatically renewed if there is no grave misconduct committed by the accountable officer. B. It is automatically cancelled and has no legal effect. C. It remains in effect for another year at the discretion of Treasurer of the Philippines. D. It can be transferred to another public officer. Answer, letter B. Failure to renew the Fidelity bond before the expiration of its current coverage will result in its automatic cancellation and it will no longer have any legal effect. Number 4. What should a public officer do to relieve from his accountability after the loss of public funds or property due to force majeure? A. Inform the local police department. B. Notify the Commission on Audit or the agency auditor. C. Transfer the loss to another department. D. Resign from the position. Answer, letter B. In case of loss of public funds or property, the public officer accountable should immediately notify the COA or the agency auditor. Number 5. How long does a public officer have to present an application for relief after notifying the COA or agency auditor about the loss? A. 7 days. B. 30 days. C. 60 days. D. 90 days. Answer, letter B. The public officer should present his application for relief within 30 days or such longer period as allowed by the Commission or auditor. Number 6. What does the relief from accountability granted by the Commission on Audit imply when there is loss of public funds or property? A. The agency is relieved from responsibility of future loss of the same reason. B. The agency is relieved from responsibility for the loss. C. The agency is relieved from responsibility for the loss but the public officer is still liable. D. None of the above. Answer, Letter B. The relief from accountability granted by the Commission on Audit relieves the agency from responsibility for the loss or damage to public funds or property. Number 7. What is a prerequisite for the payment of an adjudicated claim from the Fidelity Fund? A. An agency audit. B. Favorable findings of Commission on Audit. C. An insurance investigation. D. A public hearing. Answer, letter B. For payment of an adjudicated claim from the Fidelity Fund, the agency should attach the favorable findings of Commission on Audit. Number 8. What should be the action against the public officer responsible for proven shortages and defalcation? A. He should be transferred to another office ensuring that he will not do the same misconduct. B. He should be removed or relieved of his duties. C. He should be demoted and subject for strict monitoring. D. He should be given 5 days, from the date he was proven responsible for shortages, to write explanation to the head of agency. Answer, letter B. In case of proven shortages and defalcation, the public officer responsible should be removed or relieved of his duties. Number 9. When is an accountable public officer advised to apply for relief from accountability from the loss of public funds or property? A. When public funds or property are lost in transit or due to fire, theft, or other casualty. B. When the public officer is personally accountable for the loss. C. When the loss is a result of grave misconduct of the public officer. D. Any time when there is loss of public funds or property. Answer, letter A. The public officer accountable is advised to apply for relief from accountability when the loss of public funds or property occurs while they are in transit or if the loss is caused by fire, theft, or other casualty or force majeure. Number 10. What happens when there is no relief of accountability is granted by the Commission on Audit in connection with the loss of public funds or property? A. The accountable public officer is advised to make an appeal. B. The agency can file a claim for reimbursement from the Fidelity Fund. C. The loss is absorbed by the agency. D. The loss is covered by insurance. Answer, letter B. If no relief of accountability is granted by Commission on Audit, the agency concerned may file a claim for reimbursement from the Fidelity Fund to the extent of the approved bond covered or amount of loss, whichever is lower. For more videos like this, support this channel by clicking the like and subscribe button. You may comment your questions and clarifications below.